I'm Dale Stein, and let's queer up the USA View. Instagram algorithm boosts neo-Nazi content despite ban. Instagram is pushing neo-Nazi content to millions of viewers, even though white supremacist influencer Nick Fuentes is officially banned from the platform. According to Media Matters, Fuentes supporters who call themselves Groypers are reposting clips of his misogynist, racist, and anti-Semitic videos, often reaching massive audiences. While TikTok blocks searches for Nick Fuentes and Groyper, Instagram still allows them. Media Matters wrote, quote, Instagram's algorithm seems to be picking up videos from small Groyper accounts and blasting them into virality, end quote, adding that the platform has allowed Fuentes to reach new audiences in a way that was previously impossible. Some accounts repackage Fuentes as a joke, highlighting silly faces, dance moves, or cartoon commentary, but others spread his extremist views directly. One clip mocking violence against women drew more than 2.1 million views, despite being posted by an account with only 1,664 followers. Fuentes himself has noticed the shift. Fuentes said, quote, now I do a show and I'm just like, yeah, Jews run the world, blacks need to go to jail, women need to shut up. It gets 8 million views on Instagram, and it just goes to show it's like the second that they lift the censorship boot off our necks, literally the second it becomes a sensation, end quote. For LGBTQ plus communities, advocates warn this kind of amplification fuels hate and real-world harm. Well, this is it's an alarming story. It's alarming to me just in general that these people exist on the planet, period. Yeah. But that's a whole that's a whole other bottle of wine, maybe even a case of wine. But this just shows you the power of social media and why it's important that we get our good stories out to counterbalance these horrible stories. Because look at that statistic that there was an account with only 1,664 followers, and yet it was viewed 2.1 million times.
Yes.
And because people share things without questioning the veracity, without questioning, and now there's so much AIs and people share things all the time that aren't true, that might be whatever. So it's just it's alarming on so many levels. And yeah.
Call me naive. I think I was bamboozled because I'm just such a spiritual person, and I really do believe in the love and humanity of people. I do. But it hurts me to my soul to see when people are so hateful. Why do people have to be so hateful? Well, it just hurts me to my soul because I believe in the goodness of humanity. I do, and I know it exists. But right now it feels like the evil is outweighing the good.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to be a crybaby.
No, of course, not at all. Listen, this Nick Fuentes needs like an exorcism, okay?
Right.
Like he's just not
at the very least.
He's just not a good seed, mama, okay? And sometimes it is what it is. There are people that are not good people in this world, and they've all seemed to magnetically found each other to hate us, right? Like, and I know that breaks your heart because of how spiritual you are, and so while you're praying for them, the rest of us are hoping they fall down some stairs. You know what I mean? Like, Nick Fuentes has a lot of issues. We did a story about him a couple of weeks back where they asked him if he had slept with a woman, and he had said, no, gross. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's not gay, but he really my gaydar goes off every time he speaks, right? For real. Yeah. Mind you, but then and just how South Florida is, everybody comes down here. The big game was here over the weekend, and whoever the hell they were playing, right? Because I don't know anything about. Anyway, he was down here. Nick Fuentes was at the Club Vendome with Andrew Tate doing Hail Hitler songs.
Yeah, that's a huge scandal. And there were a lot of people there just kind of regular people in the videos.
While they're doing that in front of a Saturday night crowd there. I mean, that's, disgusting. It really is.
It's a true testament to your words matter. I mean, and whether it's on social media, if you're going to say something, especially on social media, back in the day when email first started up, I don't know, whenever that was.
You've got mail.
You've got mail. Don't send an email that you wouldn't want to show to your mom, your grandma.
Yes.
Social media is that way now. Like you can't say anything. One single word will go viral. And if it's a hateful word, kind of like what you were saying, Raji, it's awful because people will forward that just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, they will.
And then you get to that point of of 2.1 million views for a 1,600 member account.
My fear is that we will not learn. As human beings, we're going to end up destroying ourselves with hate because we don't learn.
Look at history. We haven't learned it all. Slavery.
Yes, slavery.
I mean, we haven't learned.
The Holocaust, Rwanda. I mean, there's so many examples of how hatred leads to genocide and slaughter. And so I'm just fearful because I know one day, the like millions of years from now, the planet's going to burn up. They say scientists say, but before we get there, I think we human beings, if we don't wake up and love one another, because it's diversity that makes the beauty of this world.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, I know that. Mama,
We love you.
I'm sorry.
I love you, Raji.
It just hurts so bad because like I said, I just believe in the goodness of humanity and our humanity, and I see light in everyone, and to know how hateful people are. These people are so hateful.
Listen, that man has no light in him. Okay?
Oh, God.
Well, it is there. It's just very, very buried.
Very dim.
Very buried.
Very dim.
Very
he
buried.
needs to see Heated Rivalry. He'll feel better about all of this if he did.
You need to go to the cottage.
Viewers, don't turn your TVs off. My makeup is still okay, right? I don't want to scare you all.
Raji, we love you. Folks, there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.